If you're receiving your state pension or claiming any benefits right now, I need you to stay with me until the very end of this video. Because what I'm about to share could save you hundreds, and in some cases, thousands of pounds every single year. And I'm not talking about switching your energy supplier or clipping vouchers to save 40 pence on a tin of baked beans. I mean major recurring bills, things you are paying every single month that the government is supposed to cover for you. Completely. Money that is sitting there, unclaimed, because nobody ever sat you down and explained that these programs even exist. Here's something that might shock you. A staggering number of British pensioners are quietly overpaying on bills that the state has already set aside money to help with. Not because they did anything wrong, not because they don't qualify, simply because nobody ever told them. The system doesn't come knocking at your door. It waits for you to find it. I went through the latest DWP guidelines, NHS rules, and every change that came into effect in 2025 and 2026. And I found 5 specific bills that millions of pensioners across England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland are paying right now, when they legally don't have to. I'm going to walk through each one, tell you exactly who qualifies, what the numbers look like, and most importantly, what to do about it today. Stay until the end, because number 5 is the one almost nobody talks about, and for homeowners, it could be the biggest saving of all. Before we get into it, if you're not yet subscribed to Retired UK, hit that button now and turn on notifications. The rules around pensions, benefits, and entitlements change every single year. Thresholds shift. New schemes open. Old ones get updated quietly without any fanfare. I cover all of it in plain English, so you always know what you're actually owed before it's too late to claim it. The people who are subscribed stay ahead. The people who aren't tend to find out years too late. Subscribe now, and let's get into it. Bill number 1. Your NHS prescription charges. Every time you collect a prescription from your pharmacy, you might be paying £9.90 per item. That adds up fast, especially if you're managing a long-term condition and picking up multiple medications every month. What most people don't realize is that there are several ways to stop paying this entirely. And millions of people who qualify simply aren't claiming it. First, the good news for anyone age 60 or over, you are already entitled to free NHS prescriptions. Full stop. No charge, no form to fill in at the counter, nothing to pay. If you are over 60 and your pharmacy has been charging you, that is an error, and you are entitled to a refund for the last 12 months. But here's where it gets more interesting. If you're under 60 and on a low income, or if you have a qualifying medical condition, things like diabetes, epilepsy, hypothyroidism, or a permanent fistula, you are entitled to an exemption certificate. The HC1 form, available at any GP surgery or job center, gets you free prescriptions, free dental treatment, and help with sight tests and glasses all in one go. If you're paying for multiple prescriptions per month, but don't yet qualify for the age exemption, a prescription prepayment certificate, a PPC, caps your costs at just £31.25 for 3 months, or £111.60 for a full year, regardless of how many items you collect. If you're picking up 4 or more items per quarter, that card pays for itself immediately. Don't assume you already know your entitlement here. Call 03 0033 01 341 or visit nhsbsa.nhs.uk to check your eligibility and get your exemption sorted today. Bill number 2. Council tax. This is the one that surprises people the most. Council tax is one of the biggest bills many pensioners face, and yet there are legal reductions available to almost every retired household in Britain that most people never apply for. Let's start with the most powerful one. If you are on pension credit, even just £1 per week of pension credit, you are entitled to a 100% council tax reduction in most local authorities. That means your entire council tax bill wiped out. Nothing to pay. Not a discount. Zero. Even if you don't receive pension credit, your local authority's council tax reduction scheme, sometimes called council tax support, is income-based and can slash your bill by 25%, 50%, or more, depending on where you live and what you earn. Then there's the single-person discount. If you live alone, You are automatically entitled to 25% off. But you have to tell your council. They will not assume it. They will not check. They will continue charging you the full rate until you pick up the phone and tell them. And if someone in your household has a severe mental impairment, dementia, a stroke, certain neurological conditions, that person is completely disregarded for council tax purposes, which can reduce your band by one full level and cut your bill significantly. Go to your local council's website right now, search Council Tax Reduction and your council name, and find out what you're entitled to. One phone call is all it takes to start saving, sometimes from the very next bill. Bill number 3. Energy bills. Energy costs in 2025 and 2026 are frankly brutal. Electricity and gas prices are significantly higher than they were just a few years ago. And for anyone on a fixed income, that's not just uncomfortable. It's genuinely damaging. What most pensioners don't know is that there are multiple schemes designed specifically to bring those bills down, and they don't come and find you. You have to go and find them. The Warm Home Discount is a £150 rebate applied directly to your electricity bill. Not a voucher, not a credit you have to claim. A direct payment straight to your account. If you receive the guarantee credit element of pension credit, you qualify automatically. If you're on a low income and a high energy tariff, you may qualify under what's called the broader group, but you have to apply through your supplier, and places fill up every year. The scheme runs October to March. If you haven't applied, go to your energy supplier's website today. There's also the winter fuel payment, which provides between £200 and £300 every year to eligible pensioners to help cover heating costs, though eligibility rules have recently changed and now require you to be receiving pension credit or certain other means-tested benefits. If you haven't checked your eligibility recently, check now because the rules are different from what they used to be. And if you're worried about the energy efficiency of your home, drafty windows, poor insulation, an aging boiler, the Great British Insulation Scheme, and the ECO4 program can send someone to your home, assess it, and carry out improvements at absolutely no cost to you. Loft insulation, cavity wall fill, heating upgrades. All free if you qualify. To find out, call 08 004 44 I202 or visit gov.uk and search ECO4. To access all energy help in one place, call 08 0006 07567. That's the government's energy saving advice service. One call and they'll point you to everything you're entitled to. Bill number 4. Pension credit. The benefit hiding in plain sight. This is the one that keeps me up at night because the numbers here are genuinely staggering. Around 850,000 pensioners in the UK are currently entitled to pension credit and are not claiming it. That's nearly 1 million people, leaving an average of £3,900 per year on the table. Pension credit tops up your weekly income to a guaranteed minimum, £218.15 a week for a single person, £332.95 for couples, as of the 2025 to 2026 figures. But here's the thing most people don't realize. Claiming even a tiny amount of pension credit is like a master key that unlocks a whole string of other entitlements at the same time. Claim pension credit, and you automatically become eligible for the full council tax reduction we just talked about. You get the Warm Home Discount applied automatically. You get free NHS dental treatment. You get help with housing costs. And critically, you get the winter fuel payment, which was recently restricted only to those on qualifying benefits. The reason so many people don't claim it is a mixture of stigma, confusion about whether they qualify, and the assumption that because they have some savings or a small workplace pension, they won't be eligible. But pension credit has its own rules around savings and income, and many people with modest private pensions still qualify for at least some element of it. To check in less than 5 minutes, use the pension credit calculator at gov.uk/pension-credit/eligibility. Or call the Pension Credit Claim Line on 0800 99 1234. That call is free. It takes about 20 minutes, and for hundreds of thousands of people, it changes their financial situation completely. Do not let shame or assumption stop you from making that call. Bill number 5. Council tax band. Are you in the wrong one? If you own your home, This could be the most important thing in this entire video, and it's the one almost nobody ever looks into. Your council tax band was set in 1991. In 1991, based on an estimate of what your property was worth at that time, and a significant number of properties were banded incorrectly from the very start, either because the valuation was rushed, the wrong comparable properties were used, or boundaries were drawn in ways that didn't reflect your actual home. Here's the part nobody tells you. You can challenge your band. And if you succeed, you don't just get a lower bill going forward. You can receive a backdated refund for every year you've been overpaying. In some cases, that's thousands of pounds back in your pocket. The process is straightforward. Go to the Valuation Office Agency website, that's voa.gov.uk, and look up your property's band. Then look up the bands of similar properties on your street. If neighbors in essentially identical houses are in a lower band than you have strong grounds to challenge. You can also check a free tool called Check My Council Tax Band, which highlights anomalies across streets and postcodes. You don't need a solicitor. You don't need to pay anyone to do this for you. The challenge is free. The form is on the VOA website, and the worst outcome is that nothing changes. The best outcome is a refund that could run into the thousands. One caveat: if your challenge fails, your band cannot be raised, but you should be aware that a small number of unsuccessful challenges have occasionally prompted reviews of neighboring properties. So do your research carefully before you submit. Let's run through what we've covered. Free NHS prescriptions. If you're over 60, you're already entitled. If you're under 60, check your exemption eligibility or get a prepayment certificate. Council tax reductions. Single person discount. Council tax reduction scheme. Pension credit link. Severe mental impairment disregard. Millions overpaying every single month. Energy bill help. The warm home discount. Winter fuel payment. ECO4 insulation grants. Your supplier will not offer these unless you ask. Pension credit. The master key to dozens of other entitlements sitting unclaimed by nearly 1 million pensioners. 5 minutes on gov.uk could change your year. And your council tax band, set in 1991, potentially wrong since day one, and challengeable for free. None of these schemes come looking for you. Every single one requires you to take one step and claim what's yours. That step, a phone call, a form, a 5-minute check online, is the only thing standing between you and the money. If this video helped you, please share it. Send it to your parents, your neighbor, your mate from the allotment who never checks these things. One conversation can change someone's financial situation for years. I'll see you in the next one.